This weekend we are flying across the country of Guatemala to go visit the ancient Mayan ruins of Tikal, and we're doing it all in just about 48 hours, so we gotta go.
Time to head to the airport. That drive was supposed to take an hour and 10 minutes, and it took double. So let's hurry here. Okay, we finally made it to our hotel. Current time is what, 9:30 p.m.?
Si, senor.
And we get picked up at
3 a.m.
Which means we probably have to wake up at like 2:30 or something.
Yeah.
Like
2:55.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, it's so early.
I think 2:30.
How many hours is that from now?
4 hours and 15 minutes.
We gotta get going. How's it going over there?
Good.
Here we are getting into a sketchy van at 3 in the morning.
Tikal is the ruin of an ancient Mayan city deep in the jungle of Guatemala. It's one of the largest archaeological sites of the pre-Columbian Maya civilization. While some of the buildings at the site date back to as early as 400 BC, Tikal was at its height from 200 to 900 AD. And we've woken up in the middle of the night tonight so we can explore it at sunrise.
This is crazy. We're just walking through this Mayan city in the dark.
That was like a bullet ant.
A bullet ant? Oh my. There's a lot of stairs. Yeah. Holy cow. It's a lot of stairs. The guide has given us clear instructions. We're gonna climb all these stairs up to Temple 4 and experience the sunrise there. He said just go up there, just take it in, be quiet, enjoy the jungle noises, and that he'll give us more of an orientation to this site, to Tikal, when we get back down. So freaking cool.
After watching the sunrise over the misty jungle from the top of the tallest temple at Tikal, it was time to climb back down and explore the rest of the site.
We're getting there. I feel like down is gonna be harder than up. How cool is this?
This is incredible. Oh my gosh.
Now we're explorers.
I love this shit. I can't even tell you.
You're speechless, but also breathless.
Yeah, definitely both.
This is really cool. So this one must be a temple, right? He said the temples have a room at the top, and the pyramids don't.
Yeah, the pyramids are flat at the top, and the temples have a little roof or
a room.
Room, yeah, it's rounded.
A structure at the top.
Yeah.
Just watch out with the last one, almost the last one, because those are
So over there, that's where we climbed up this morning. And now we're here.
The view from here is crazy. You just look out and you see different temples and pyramids like just sticking above the tree line. It's insane.
Yeah,
you really get a
so
sense of
cool.
the scale of all this.
Yeah. And to know there's so much more that's hidden in the jungle still.
Exactly. Like some of these that look like just mounds, they've done LiDAR scans and they know that there's, you know, a whole
Way
building
more.
underneath.
Well, kind of like this over here. That looks like a hill, but that's actually another
Exactly.
building. What are your thoughts, Tara?
Oh my god, it's stunning.
This is so cool.
And it's like literally as you're walking up the one side, it just looks like a hill, but then when you look at the structure from the other side.
Yeah. Oh, look at the birds. They're so hard to catch, but like when you do see them in flight, it's so cool. This is just low-key a ladder. Like, oh my god. So this series of temples were built to track the equinoxes and the solstices. So on certain days of the year, the sun lines up with the buildings from the perspective where we were just standing. And they were able to use that to tell when the best time to plant their crops would be. We're back in the main plaza. We came through here at like 4 in the morning or whatever. And wow, it is impressive in the daylight. I had no idea there was so much around us when we came through here and it was dark.
This is it. This is the main attraction.
If you've ever Googled Guatemala, you have probably seen a picture of this temple.
They call it the Jaguar Temple or Temple number 1. These here, this is the cemetery. These are like stele, or these like stone carvings that mark the graves.
And it's just graves of like the past rulers, right? Like
Oh yeah, like high up people. We're off to see the mask. The wonderful Mayan mask. Whoa. That is so cool.
This is unreal. That's actually so sick.
Wow, that's so cool. And that's like, that was buried under trees and grass and dirt and everything.
That's probably why it's in such good shape, honestly. That is the ultimate irony and paradox of archaeology. It's like we want to be able to see what's underneath, but it would actually be better for preservation to leave it underneath.
It's true.
But we want to see.
Now we're headed into what our guide said was a residential area for the high up people, for the, you know, nobility.
Wealthy
or
people,
The
yeah.
wealthy people. He said this was a pretty large neighborhood that housed 300 people. Guys, don't graffiti the Mayan stuff.
That's so bad.
And I'm pretty sure you're gonna get cursed, and you deserve it. I feel a little bad that every shot is just me sweaty.
Oh, it's
Sorry
so
to
hot.
subject you to this, but
It's
it's
so hot.
hot. Today the forecasted high here was 39 degrees Celsius. He said that's not bad. They hit 45, sometimes 50. I think I would really struggle to do anything in 50-degree heat.
No kidding.
If this is how much house the nobility got, just think about the like slaves or peasants that probably just slept outside. I don't know. They're really big into plazas. Like off the main plaza is this area, which itself is a plaza that's got houses surrounding it. Very
Shared common
interesting.
space. We gotta apply that to our modern cities.
Yeah, we need more parks and town squares and stuff
Also
like
notice
that.
how this is not a car-centric design whatsoever. In fact, they never even had the wheel.
That's true, actually, yeah. Good point.
I mean, they kind of did. Like I've heard about how like, maybe it was the Inca actually though, maybe not the Mayans, but they had like toys that had wheels in them.
But they never actually
They never
used it
used
for
them for
other
practical
purposes.
purposes,
But you know
yeah.
what I've heard about that?
What?
Because it's just so mountainous
Yeah.
through Central America, the wheel would have only helped them so much,
Well,
except for pottery.
Oh, they had pottery wheels.
No, they didn't. And if they had, they could have made jars more quickly and made better quality
Interesting.
pottery if they had developed the pottery wheel.
Interesting.
So that's why they needed the wheel.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. You can fact check that or debate me in the comments. I've just heard people argue that.
And contrary to popular belief, the Maya did not just disappear in some mysterious way. They actually just left their major city centers and moved out into the highlands of Guatemala, as well as other places. And their descendants continue to live there today. So the Maya didn't go anywhere. They're still here, just living in a different way than they did back when these buildings were in use.
Walking around here feels like doing a real estate tour.
And here we have a lovely entrance to a spacious interior.
A spacious one-bedroom studio.
Look at how much natural light you get.
Yeah, that's a fair bit of natural light. Yeah.
Lots of room for various activities.
King-size bed, I would say.
Perfect. Ample storage in the open air closet.
Yeah, I mean, you could put something in there. That's a
I
good.
actually wonder what that was from.
I think that's for charging your phone, actually.
See, I actually think that there's holes here where the beams used to go.
Oh, you're totally right.
Yeah.
Because it lines up over there. Aren't we little archaeologists
Yeah.
doing our year 200 home tour?
I can't get over that there aren't more people here. Like, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a super significant, Mayan
It's one of the
archaeological-
coolest Mayan sites there is.
Yeah.
I think it is the largest.
And even on a Saturday. it's not that bad.
Okay, but to be fair, it is a bit of a trek to get all the way out here.
Yeah, like you kind of need to either take a 10-hour bus ride or fly like we did.
And then once you're in Flores, you still have at least an hour and a half to get here on the bus. But you know what?
It's so worth it though.
It is so worth it for this view. That's what we came here for, baby. I believe this is more or less the end of the tour. From here, it's just walking to the restaurant, lunch is provided, and then getting back in the van. Definitely hear the monkeys. I don't see them yet, though. What a tasty lunch.
Yeah, that was delicious. I was really hungry.
That was well earned. Yeah, exactly. Hola.
I'm just living out here, man.
You sure are.
V-I-N.
You're doing your thing. On a hot day like this, there's nowhere to be other than sitting poolside. And that is one nice feature of the hotel we booked.
This feels amazing. After waking up at like 2 a.m. and hiking all around Tikal this morning, which was incredible, but a bit tiring, especially once it started to get warm.
Quite tiring, yeah.
It's so nice to be sitting here. It's like 35 degrees.
Yeah. I do feel a little bit bad, like there's probably more exploring and adventuring we could be doing. But I think we also just need to take care of ourselves and give ourselves a break. All right, I'm going in. How you doing up there?
Good.
Reading your book? Look who finally decided to join me.
It feels good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah,
Feels incredible.
this is exactly what I needed. It's so hot out today.
It is so hot here. I can't even describe. I think this is maybe the hottest place I've ever been.
Yeah, like getting out of the van after being in Tikal felt like being in the literal oven. Like I felt like there was like, when you like sit under like a hot heater,
Yeah.
like blowing hot air? That's what it felt like.
So one thing I wanted to explain is that the city we're staying in is called Flores, and it's like a big tourist, actually, island near Tikal. and really close to the airport, the Flores airport. And it's an island connected by a bridge to the mainland. But right now, the lake that surrounds that island is really, really high. It's kind of flooded this little island. So what is meant to be like a street that goes around the perimeter of the island is literally underwater. Like you can see this fish swimming where the people should be walking and the cars should be driving. And you can tell that the water level is just a few inches higher than their like seawall, than their water retaining wall. So that means there are literally street lights that the base of them is underwater. Now it's normally an island, so there's always like water taxi services and stuff, but they've had to build these like extra docks that connect to the sidewalk of the next street in so that those boat services can continue to operate. Isn't it fascinating? Like it's basically a trip to Venice.
Yeah, it kind of is,
We've basically had a trip to Tikal and Venice all in one. Okay, it's time for an evening activity here in Flores. I think we should get out on the water. What do you say?
Yeah, we're gonna try anyway.
Normally the water taxis are for getting from point A to point B, but we are gonna see if we can convince them to give us a sunset tour.
¿Nos puedes dar un recorrido de la isla? Sí, a tour.
¿Quieres ir al mirador o solo el alta? Tenemos un mirador para ver el atardecer.
Sí, perfecto. Queremos regresar aquí, al final. Perfecto.
Good job, Katie.
Gracias.
Here we go. He's gonna get in, right? Wow. This is gorgeous. What a nice backdrop. Oh my God. I think he's taking us to a viewpoint, right?
Yeah.
El Mirador. I have no idea what to expect. We don't know what's around here. We just said,
Take us whatever,
take us on a 30-minute tour. And he said, sure thing. Okay, this is the secret spot, the viewpoint. Oh, we're gonna crash land.
Boom.
Who knows what's gonna happen next?
I think it's a bit of a hike.
I guess so. Or again, not really wearing hiking shoes. At this point, we are trusting our boat driver with our lives, and we don't even know his name. Wow, look at these stairs. Okay, let's go.
Oh, this is what you get for saying locate the end.
Gosh, more stairs. I can't believe it. More stairs.
It is pretty.
It is a really pretty
It is
sunset.
very pretty.
Well, I'd have to say, I think the climb was worth it because the views up here are incredible. So you can see that's the island of Flores over there, and you can see the big church from the main square is right there. And look at all the lights and all the evening parties are just starting up. Actually, you both have done a really good job at talking to our boat driver in Spanish.
Oh, I'm trying.
And I
Tar
understand.
is the real star.
And I understand like some of it, like most of it. I kind of understand. Well, that was incredible.
That was so fun. What a great way to finish our day here in Flores.
Yeah, we got even more of a tour than I was expecting.
I know. I thought you got to
Raphael,
see it
right?
from the
He
water.
was a great guide.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Which way did you want to go? This way? Oh my goodness. Don't fall off. This is like a serious drop off. Did we mention that we're on the 4th floor of this hotel and there is no elevator? We had done 15,000 steps just at Tikal before we left this morning. And we've probably done that many again since.
I think we've climbed like 6 Mayan temples worth.
Oh, we've ascended into the heavens. That glorious cool air.
Oh, that is good.
That air conditioning. It is literally still so hot, even though it's nighttime out
It's
there.
like 29.
It's so hot. It is hardly cooled off.
She calling me, like the rainbow. She calling me.
amazing weekend. I feel like we're definitely gonna have to go back to Flores someday. It's beautiful there, and we just like scratched the surface.
We have a lot more to do here in Guatemala, and if you want to see what's coming next, subscribe and catch the next video.